Let's go. Stripes, 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 yeah, stripes, 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 orange in the day, black in the night, stripes in our veins, sparks gonna fly. The beast is awake, orange, black and white, 'cause when the jungle come alive, who day we ignite in Cincinnati, we gon' rise in in the jungle we unite in dripping orange and black and white, who day when we fight, live and die in these stripes. Wake up the beast, every day is a feast, time to bust it off the leash, in the jungle dripping heat, tigers strike the city streets, east side stand up, west side stand up, if you reppin' who day, time to put your hands up, Bengals stripes we in it, new day, new age, yeah we get it, Cincinnati jungle fitted, who they in our house we win it, orange and black and white we build it, earn our stripes you know we kill it, bleed our colors jungle dripping, nasty natty, yeah we lit it, lit the crowd, get the city loud, yeah we feasting now, fit the bounce, make the city howl, now we beastin' now, thunder through the tunnel from the sideline to the huddle, stripes we tatted on the jungle when we flex that who they muscle on them, stripes, Cincinnati we gon' rise in the jungle we unite in dripping orange and black and white, all day when we fight, live and die in these stripes, stripes. Now who gotta move like it on, stripes. Now who wanna move crossing on, stripes. Now who wanna move on, if you got stripes and you let the city know you rock them, yeah we got them, yeah we fought them, like that black and orange up on them, bingo bottle, never stop it, to the beast and know who they rockin' with the diamond stripes, flossin' on the ring, Cincinnati, she's our queen, we gon' show the world who king, orange in the day, black in the night, stripes in our veins, sparks gonna fly, the beast is awake, orange, black and white, 'cause when the jungle come alive, who day we ignite in Cincinnati, we gon' rise in the jungle we unite in dripping orange and black and white, who day when we fight, live and die in these stripes. Now who gotta move like it on, now who wanna move crossing on, now who wanna move on, who day when we fight, live and die in these stripes.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to the show. This is Sports with Strawberry Ice. I'm your host, the Iceman, Jeff Trunapole. And as always, I'm bringing you sports from a West Side point of view right here in the great city of Cincinnati, Ohio, home of Gift Vader and Black Light Productions. That's who does the video, does the song. I know a lot of guys in the chat saying that song gets you fired up. Trust me, it gets me fired up. I love that song. Make sure you guys download it off the YouTube channel. Go watch it. I'd love to get it played in the stadium. Now, do me a favor. If you found the show, hit that like and subscribe button. Smash that thumbs up. I'm up to 1,354 subscribers. That is awesome. I appreciate every single one of you guys. Now, if you're watching on Twitter or Facebook and you have not subscribed to my show, go to the YouTube channel Sports with Strawberry Ice. Hit the subscription button, hit the bell for the notification, and every time I go live, you'll be notified. Also, exclusively in the YouTube channel, I'm doing live video chats today. So if you guys want to talk to me live with your face on TV or on the internet, we can discuss the Reds, Bengals, Bearcats, whatever you want to talk about. And also, YouTube chats are in the YouTube channel too. So if you want to support what I'm doing, give me a super chat. I would greatly appreciate it. Now I'm coming to you live from the Ice Cave, and the Ice Cave is brought to you by T Properties. T Properties, quality housing for quality people. Check out their website at www.tpropertiesllc.com for all your rental property management needs and your rental needs. All right, guys. It started with this last week. We got the tweet saying that it confirmed that BYU, Central Florida, Cincinnati, and Houston Hall all have emerged as leading contenders in the Big 12 expansion. And then UC followed up by destroying Miami 49-14 for the 15th year in a row. So good start for the Bearcats. Now today it came out that the University of Cincinnati has officially submitted its application to join the Big 12 Conference. Now the Big 12 is expected to announce on Friday that Cincinnati has been selected. Now, this is huge news. I'm excited. I'm kind of cautious because we've heard this before from Big 12. This is a little more formal than the last time we heard it about 5 years ago, and they yanked the rug out from under us and decided to go with 10 teams instead of adding 2 to get to 12. Well, now they're going to lose 2 and add 4, and we're going to be the numbers actually going to match. They're going to be the Big 12 with 4 teams. I'm very excited about this. A lot of people are saying, well, why don't we wait for the ACC? Like, well, the ACC is not offering us an opening or anybody an opening right now. And unfortunately, the Bearcats are not in a position to go, you know what? I don't really want to go into a Power 5 conference with the Big 12. I really want to go into the ACC. It's not an option. And the other thing that I think could possibly happen, I think the ACC really wants to get Notre Dame football and be a full-fledged member of the ACC. That happens, then it only gives you one more spot. They're going to try to get the 15 teams, which is what I think. And that could be West Virginia, which I hope not because they're in the Big 12 with us now. So that's why I'm like, we're in the Big 12. I'm hoping it happens. I hope we get to go next year. I don't know. They got to work out all the logistics of that. But I'm very excited about going to the Big 12. I think it's going to be a very good conference for the Bearcats. Because I got this up here too. This is what it could look like. I think it most likely will be. So you got 2 12s, or 2 12. I knew I was going to do it. 2 divisions. You got the Eastern and the Western. You got in the Eastern, West Virginia, Cincinnati, Central Florida, Iowa State, Kansas, and Houston. Western, BYU, TCU, Baylor, Oklahoma State University, Kansas State, and Texas Tech. Right now, if we were in there in football, the Bearcats will be the highest ranked team in the Big 12 at number 7 right now. You see Oklahoma is at 4, but Oklahoma is leaving now. So I'd say if they, I won't say right now, but when this all happens, if we were in the conference right now in Oklahoma and Texas, we're out. And there's top 3, Alabama, Georgia. If you're out there, I know you're probably ecstatic about Georgia and how they've played, but I don't know about you guys, but I am very happy about it. The basketball conference is going to be, I think, phenomenal. If you really look at it, I mean, you got West Virginia, Cincinnati, Baylor, Oklahoma State's they're good. They're top 25 program. K-State is, Texas Tech, Houston. They're in the Final Four last year. Basketball conference is going to be unreal. And football, and overall, I think football-wise, it almost is a more competitive conference. Because right now you got Texas and Oklahoma and pretty much everybody else. Cincinnati, BYU, Houston, and Central Florida, all of us come in, and I think it makes it more of a balanced conference and a more competitive conference. So it's going to be a legit conference to be in. It's not going to be easy to win, but I do think UC comes in. If they come in right now, if Oklahoma and Texas leaves and UC comes in now, we're probably the top football program right now. It doesn't mean it's going to happen in a year or 2 or whenever we get into the Big 12, but I'm happy for it. So anyway, all right, I get to the chat here. I see you guys are blowing up. Dallas, what's up, brother? Welcome back. You are in the Army. Are you still in California? So what's up, Jeff? Long time. Start of the season this weekend. Oh, and Buckeyes. Yeah. Yes, the Buckeyes. Yes. We know about your Buckeyes. Everybody's happy to see you. Crown. UC is scared of the ACC football. I seriously doubt that is even a factor, Crown. If the ACC was actually offering a position, I'm sure the Bearcats would take the ACC over the Big 12. And who's in the ACC other than Clemson? I'm sorry, I know you like Florida State, but they're not that good right now. So yeah, I totally disagree with you there, Crown. We'll see. Okay, let's see here. What Dallas? Who's that number 3 team? I don't know. Some team up north. I'm not sure who the number 3 team is. Crib Keeper says, I can't wait to play West Virginia again and see Bob Huggins back at Cincinnati. That will be cool. Well, I think it'd be cool to see Hugs back. And I'm sorry, it's gonna be cool to play Kansas and go to their place and play. That's gonna be really cool. Now, hopefully, we get into this, and what happened with us to the Big East doesn't happen to the Big 12, and they kind of break up or whatever. But you never know. You gotta, like I said, you gotta go with where the offer is, and you see is being offered the Big 12. That's where the offer is. It's a Power 5. If you get in there, then all this talk that I've been doing for the last year and a half about, like UC, we go undefeated, yada yada yada. We don't get in because we're not a Power 5 school. We'll be out the window. It wouldn't matter. We're a Power 5. So right now, UC has to go undefeated. If we lose one game, we're not in. I don't think so. I really don't. If we go undefeated, and I'll go with Kirk Herbstreit on this. He says the Bearcats go undefeated. He thinks they get in over a one-loss Power 5 school. I hope he's right. I don't know if he's right. I think they should, because if you go to Indiana and you go to Notre Dame and you win both those games and you win the rest of them, and you've won, and I know I say this all the time, you can't compare year to year, but if you go undefeated for 2 years, that's a pretty big statement. So we'll see what happens. Tommy, what's going on? That would be awesome. Can't wait to talk Bengals with you. Your abs. What would be awesome? I guess I missed what the hell you're talking about, Tommy. My bad. Blackthorn, what's up? Hey, Ice. Just for fun, make a bold prediction for the Bengals or one of their players. A bold prediction? All right, bold prediction. Evan McPherson, Kickpherson. Money Mick kicks a 55-yard field goal in the game. Tommy, can't wait to talk college football smack with you. Oh, you're going down, Tommy. You're going down, boy. Actually, it'll be fun. It'll be fun because we can finally actually, I won't say really test your mettle, but you will. You'll be able to really test your mettle. It's going to be a good football conference. No, it's not SEC. Look, all these teams going to the SEC, they're not all going to make the playoffs. You can't, unless they're going to have 4 SEC teams, which if you do that, then why in the hell are the other 3 conferences even here? So I can't see. That's why I don't understand. I mean, I know it's money. I understand it's all money. It's all money. But if you get every freaking team into the SEC, at the most, they'll take 2. They'll take 2 SEC teams and 2 from, or 1 from the Big 12, 1 from the ACC, 1 from Big 10. They could take 2 from the SEC, but they're not going to take 4. If they do, then you're losing half your damn country. Why would you even? Nobody would watch it. I don't know if I would watch an all SEC, Final Four, but we'll see. And Lindsay, yes, it's better than the AAC. Yes, that is true. That conference will be a lot better than the AAC. And the Big 12 boasts that they have the best basketball conference. That's always year to year. Depends on the teams. I mean, but lately it's been the Big 12, and I want to say the Big East, because the ACC, they're good. Don't get me wrong, but Duke hasn't been as dominating as they were. North Carolina hasn't been as dominating as they were. Big 10 was down last year. So last year, the 2 big basketball conferences to me were the Big 12 and the Big East. But we'll see what happens. Either way, it's going to be fun. I'm not going to have to defend the Bearcats' schedule. Okay, it'll be like when we finally got in the Big East. I'm like, dude, and nobody really said anything. Like when the Bearcats went to the Orange Bowl and they went to the Sugar Bowl, they were in the Big East. Yes, I know. They're like, everybody's like, it's the Big East. But it wasn't the AAC. It's completely different. It's a Power 5 conference. You get that number behind you, it makes a big difference. It just does, and they're going to get more money. And I really do think it's going to be, I'm hoping the Big 12 gets stable, because the Big 12 had so many teams leave and not come. Well, West Virginia came in, leave and go, and hopefully they get this done. I'm hoping it happens next year. I think that's awful quick, but sillier things that happen. I mean, I think they got to stand for 3 years or something like that with the contract with the AAC, and it's so much of a buyout. But you know how that works. The lawyers will get in there and they'll start talking and they'll figure something out. And I think it's gonna be fast if it's next year, but I'm hoping at least by 2023, this can happen. I think that's a realistic thing that could happen by the time we get in there. All right, Tommy. As for Power 5 status, I think the Big 12 is still slightly in trouble. However, the Big East did keep their BCS status until it folded. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. They were BCS all the way until they decided they didn't want to be, a football conference anymore. Which technically, if you look at the history, the AAC, it took the history of the Big East, and the Big East Conference started in 2011 or 12 or whenever the heck they did that. That's when that basketball conference started, technically. But, we all know. We all know. All right, let's see here. Gino. I love saying that. Gino, if PBS is going to be sold out this week. I know it's very, very, very close. I've been trying to get Matt Ritchie on the season ticket. He's not broker. He works for the Bengals. He's in the season ticket office. He's the head guy there. I know it's very close. I don't know how close it is, but it's very close. And I honestly think it'll be an absolute shame if we do not sell out Paul Brown Stadium when we can actually all go. It's fully open. Go to the game. Go see Joe Burrow. Go see Joe Mixon. Go watch this offense. Go support. Go see all the new stuff they got. There's no reason to not go. It's going to be a lot of fun, and I really hope it sells out. It'll be close. Dallas, what's up? Do you think we'll shut down Justin Jefferson? That's going to be a tall task. Like, I put it this way. The only way we're going to do that is if we get pressure on Kirk Cousins. That's it. We got to get pressure on him. Justin Jefferson, Eli Apple is going to be on it. And I feel better if Trey Waynes was there, but obviously he's out with a hamstring. If you haven't heard that, Dallas, he's not playing. Eli Apple will be starting. So it's going to be a big test for him. But it's really going to be a big test for the defense. This is a good test for the team in general. It is a tough schedule, but starting out with Minnesota, it's going to be a good test for Burrow against a Mike Zimmer defense, trying to get pressure on that offensive line, on Kirk Cousins. Do we shut down Jefferson? No, I don't think we shut him down. Nobody shuts him down. The way you quote-unquote shut him down, or at least slow him down, is you got to get pressure on Kirk Cousins. If we don't get pressure on Cousins, we might be in for a long day. We'll see. We will find out. All right, let's see. Yes, I did hear this. Jack, I did hear. Did you hear the Ravens sign LaVar Bell? Also, where's Jeremy? Jeremy is, you haven't been around for a while, Jack. I keep saying this. Jeremy, unfortunately, is working a lot. He had some stuff happen at work, and he's not able to get off early enough to come on the show anymore. Well, not anymore. He's hoping by November, things will slow down and he can come back on the show. So it's not that we're not mad at each other. I didn't quote unquote fire him. None of that stuff happened. Like, lots and lots of people have asked me, where's Jeremy? He can't be on the show. He would love to be on the show. It's killing him to not be on the show, but he will be back sometime soon, I hope. Tommy, let's look at college basketball wise. UC, Kansas, Kansas State, Iowa, West Virginia, Texas Tech, and Baylor. That's crazy good. Exactly, dude. That's what I'm saying. That basketball conference is going to be legit. I mean, it's going to be more legit than the football conference. Let's be honest. But that's going to be a hell of a lot of fun to watch. So anyway, just let you guys know, too, if you want to get on and do a video chat, it is pinned to the top of the YouTube channel. You just click on a link there, and you guys can come on here live, and we can video chat. Or you just keep talking in the chat. It's fine with me. Up to you guys. Gino! I'm actually really confident about our secondary and our D-line. See, I kind of go back. I'm confident that our defense is going to be better than last year. I'm confident that we have a chance to shut them down. I'm still not completely confident in Lou. I want to be, but I do like what I've seen in the preseason. So to take a Marvinism, I see better than I hear. So I want to see it in a real game. And I think the Vikings it's like I said, it's a pretty good challenge. So we will see. Rabbit. I'm so disappointed that with the Wayne signing after all this, yeah. He's good CB, cornerback. But he just left all the way to the bank. I feel bad for him because if he doesn't want to talk about it. He gets irritated when people talk about the contract, which the man signed a contract. No athlete signs a contract and expects to not play. They want to earn their contract. Everybody wants to go, I'm worth this money. You paid me, I'm worth this. So I actually kind of feel bad for the guy because this isn't even the hamstring he hurt at the beginning of training camp. It's the other one. But they didn't put him on IR, so hopefully he only misses one game, and he's back for game 2. We'll see what happens. So I don't look at it as him laughing all the way to the bank. Yeah, he's getting paid, but it is very disappointing. It has right now been one of the worst contracts the Bengals have ever signed. And it sucks, but that's what happens sometimes when you sign free agents. Jack, what's up? What games are you hoping to see live at? Oh, I'm seeing all of them. I got season tickets, buddy. Yeah, baby. I'll be in section 158 in the Tiger Den. That is the entire south end zone. That's what I'm calling the Tiger Den. So everybody who's sitting in front of me, Bengal Jim, Bengals captain, Hube 88, all you guys, we need to make a sign. If somebody put it on the wall, it says Tiger Den. So everybody knows what it's called. Let's hear. Rabbit. Yeah, our defense will be much better, I think. I think it's going to be better. I do think it's going to be better. I'm just nervous because of Lou. Kev, what's up, brother? What's going on? Welcome to the show. Dallas, what about their running backs, Alexander Madison and Delvin Cook? How will we do? That's the key. That's what I was saying. That to me, that is the key. And that's where Larry Ogunjobi, DJ Reader have got to really step up. Tyler Shelvin, Dragon, and hopefully the new guy who just got BJ Hill. They need to clog that middle up. If they clog that middle, that's where it's going to help. Not only obviously the running game, because I want to stop the run. If we can stop the run, because Zim wants to run the ball and he wants to play defense. If we can stop the run and we keep that pressure up the middle, that's going to help the guys on the edge come around in passing situations and get to Cousins, which obviously I'm not telling anybody anything you don't know. That's obvious. But that is, to me, stopping the run is going to be the key to the defense on Sunday. And I'll take Kirk Cousins trying to beat us all day. That's the situation we got to get in. I would love the Bengals. I hope they win the coin flip. I hope they go down and score a touchdown right away. Get out early. And then, get a couple stops, go score again, and make the Vikings have to play from behind because they're a run-oriented offense. They're not built to come from behind. Kirk Cousins isn't a guy. I mean, he can do it, but I would take my chances on putting the ball in his hands and trying to beat us than them having the ball and just running the clock out on us and ball control. So that's what I'm hoping they do. It is going to be a challenge. And that's what I kind of like this. It's a challenge. We're going to find out real quick where this team is. But you have to look at it this way, too. This is the thing that gives me hope. Zach Taylor, in his first 3 home openers, I remember Seattle won the very first one, and I remember last year's. They got the great starts. They should have won both those games. I think it came down to a kick. I'm pretty sure it came down to a kick in the Seattle game. I know it came down to a kick in the Chargers game. They should have won them. So Zach's teams usually, and every game, they get off the good starts. They get to leads. So I'm not worried about getting to a lead. I'm worried about making the winning plays at the end of the game. That's what the Bengals have to do. That's the part they have to get over. So we'll see what happens. I can't wait. I'll be there. Jeff, what's up? Hey, Ice. I'm making the 5-hour trip to Cincinnati with my son. Can't wait. Oh, cool. What day? You coming to a Reds game? Coming to a Bengals game? What are you doing? Are you coming to the Bearcats? A lot of stuff going on this weekend. Blackthorn, hey Ice. How many catches do you think Chase will get on the Bengals Sunday? Ooh, that's a good question. Depends. I got told, like I said yesterday, James was on here for Locked On Bengals. If you missed yesterday's show, had James Rapine on here from Locked On Bengals, so you can go back and watch it. Not right now. Wait till I'm done. How many catches? I think it depends on the first one. If Jamar catches it, it could lead to multiple ones. If he doesn't, we'll see. I don't know, 5-10 catches. I don't really know, because I really do think he's going to start off slow either way. I really do think more of the emphasis is going to be on T and Boyd, because if you look at every time about Jefferson for the Vikings, he didn't really get going last year till game 4. So I don't know if Chase is really going to take off the very first game. I know he wants to, but I don't know. So I think it depends. I really depends on the very first ball that's thrown to him, how that goes. I think it depends on how the rest of the game goes. Rabbit, hey, going to Thursday night football game, section 126. Sweet. I'll be in 158. That's going to be a lot of fun that night. Easton, what's up? Do you think Burrow starts out slow, or do you think he's going to be like we saw last year? Dude, honestly, I think he's going to be I think he's been better than last year, because he's got a full training camp, a full mini camp. I know he's rehab, but dude, I've watched him when he was from mini camp till training camp. I was out there on the bridge watching almost every day, and he has looked completely healthy to me, and I'm no doctor, but since day one. He didn't have a mini camp. He didn't have he didn't have preseason. He didn't get to play preseason, but he didn't have the regular training camp last year. That to me is going to be a benefit to him this year. He did get to play, 3 snaps or whatever in preseason. So I think he's going to take off. I really do. I think he's got to get hit, get up, and get it out of the way. I don't want the offensive line to let somebody go by and hit him. But he's got to get hit, get it out of the way, and I think he's going to be fine. I think he's going to start fast. Kevin, if we had Osai, it would change so much in defense. Yeah, exactly. And that's where Darius Hodge has Darius Hodge has a chance of a lifetime. I mean, seriously. He's got a chance to make himself a lot of money. He went from undrafted, and he's a linebacker in college, to a DN for the Bengals, where James Rapine is right. He said this yesterday. If Joseph Osai doesn't get injured, does Darius Hodge make the team? He might not. With Sample and Osai, Darius Hodge, no matter how good he was, he might not make the team. What do you want from that? I don't know how much playing time he's going to get, but I know there's a good shot he's going to be in our third down going after the quarterback on Sunday. So he's got a chance. Like I said, he's got a chance of a lifetime. He has taken advantage of every opportunity he's been given. I'm hoping that continues, because we need him to, because he needs to replace what we all think Joseph Osai would have gave us. But it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm very interested to watch number 44 out there. Lindsay, what's up? I think having Fickle will help you see the Big 12. Oh, absolutely. I mean, Lindsay, look at the recruits that he's gotten to come to the University of Cincinnati, and we play in the AAC. We have a potential. The Bearcats have a potential of having 4 first-round picks. 4. I don't know that. I mean, that's what they're saying now. It's the beginning of the college football season. We'll see what happens. They've never even had a first-round pick. So he's recruiting this good in the American. Just thinking how good Luke's going to recruit in the Big 12. So, yeah, where you actually can legitimately say, you come here, we got a shot at winning a national title. Yeah, that's going to help out a lot. I think he's going to do awesome. Sam, Trey Henderson is going to be a problem for country. Yeah, and that's the other guy. He's got to really step up and play well. And I think he's going to, because again, him and Sam Hubbard both, they want to prove they're worth the money. They do. I think Trey Henderson honestly has a shot at getting 15 and a half sacks like he did last year. Because if Larry Ogunjobi and DJ Reader can pressure up the middle like they have been in preseason, there's nowhere for the quarterback to go. If they get pressure up the middle and there's nowhere, the quarterback can't step up, Hendrickson and Hubbard get to the quarterback. So I'm hoping that's what it kind of excites me about the defense, the pressure that Larry Ogunjobi has gotten, the pressure that DJ Reader has gotten. Now, DJ is not going to play on third downs. I kind of think that's something they should consider doing the way he's been playing, but we'll see what happens. All right. Ryder Jackson III, what's going on? Which jersey you suggest I wear? I have Burrow, Higgins, and Boyd. Well, honestly, I got to figure out what I'm going to do. And this is Bengals captain's idea. If you're going to go through those three, I'm going to pick Jack Pop Joey. That's what I would say. But what Bengals captain has tweeted out there, and I think this is a good idea. I would love to fill this in. I got to figure out how I'm going to do this because I have a T-shirt from LFG. I told him I was going to wear it to the game. I forgot I already planned on doing this. So I might have to put it on my cape or something. But I would love to fill the stands with number 13 and number 14 for Ken Anderson and Ken Riley, the men who should be already in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. I would love to do that. So if we can, you got to just get an orange T-shirt, put 13 on it, or 14, put 13 and 14, whatever. I think that would be huge to just, we've already made our statement on Twitter. The Pro Football Hall of Fame already heard from us. They know they're ignoring us, which is a prerogative. Sucks. Let's do it on national TV. Let's do it so they can see it on national TV. 13, 14, everywhere throughout the whole stadium. So that's what I would suggest if you're wearing something. So I got to figure out what I'm going to do because I already told LFG I'd wear the shirt. So I got to wear that. And maybe my cape, because I wear this sometimes as a cape. I might have a cape with a 13 and 14 on it or something. But that's what I suggest everybody to do that's going to the game. Wear something that has the number 13 and number 14 on it in orange or black. Natty, what's up? I can't wait till it either. Blackthorn. But Ice, don't you think Chase might think he has something to prove and want the ball out to shut the critics? Absolutely. Yeah. I agree with you. I just don't know if it's going to happen. I completely agree with you. Yeah. I think he definitely wants to shut the critics down. Sometimes it's easier said than done. So, I mean, he could ball out, but you got T. Higgins, and T. Higgins didn't even get going really till later on in the season last year. It's hard for – not everybody's A.J. Green. I mean, we got spoiled with A.J. Green. Rookie year came in. He was the wide receiver, for the first year. Not everybody's him. Not everybody comes in and plug and play and they take off. So Chase might. I don't know. But that's why I think Higgins and Boyd might get more passes than Chase does. Hey, if I'm wrong, fine with me. That's cool. I'll take it to chase balls out. I would love to chase a ball out, especially since I was such a huge chase guy for the draft. Jeff Holmes, I'm coming up for the Bengals game. Sweet. Where's a good place to stay around Cincinnati? We usually stay in Sharonville. Who day? Depends on how much money you want to spend. But Sharonville's not bad. You go stay up there and start, just go straight down 75 and you're there. Score prediction for Sunday. Oh, man, I hate doing that. I think it's going to be a close game. I don't know. I'll throw something out there. 17-14 Bengals. Something like that. I'm probably wrong. I'm terrible at doing that stuff. Rabbit. I'm really curious about the quarterback signing we just made. Yeah, well, the cool thing is, Rabbit, He just came from Minnesota. Literally, they cut him. We picked him up. So he could tell the Bengals all about Minnesota's offense. So I think that's pretty good. Let's see here. Where'd he go? Is Cam Sample healthy? As far as I know, Cam Sample is healthy. Yes. He played in the last preseason game. He played a lot, actually. So I think he is healthy as far as I know. There, Kevin. Right, I agree. 13 is what I'll have on. Yeah. Put 13, put 14 on. Fill that stadium up with those. Ryan. UC versus West Virginia. Can't wait for the rivalry again. See Huggins back at the shoe. I do. And that was becoming a pretty good football rivalry, too. Not only that, because I remember I was down at PBS when West Virginia took on the Bearcats, and that's when I think they broke Zach. It was not Zach Taylor. What was his quarterback's name? Crud. He was the quarterback after Tony Pike. They broke his leg. I didn't do it on purpose, obviously, but yeah, I was at that game, and we were winning that game until he got hurt and Munchie Lego came in as a quarterback, and we didn't win. But yeah, I'm excited for West Virginia, and at least it'll help out West Virginia. They at least have some geographical rivalry with somebody. Us in Central Florida and Houston already got a pretty good rivalry going on, so we'll bring that. And then we got reconnect with the one with West Virginia. That'd be pretty cool. Ryder, I agree. What is the first national televised game? I'll find a Ken Riley t-shirt. Well, I know the one for sure is Thursday night. That one for sure. So definitely, and that would be great. And Thursday night you better be wearing 13 because he's getting to the Ring of Honor. Him and Ken Anderson are getting in the Ring of Honor. So that's a national broadcast game. That's on Thursday night. But I'm just saying, game one. Fill the stands, 13, 14. Fill it. Make our voices heard because this is bull crap that we've got one guy in the Hall of Fame. We should have at least two or at least three. Ken Anderson, Ken Riley should be in the Hall of Fame. And after this big push, I don't know if they're going to get in. But that's where, and that's another thing. You could also wear 77 for Big Willie because he needs to be in this year. We need to get him in. Because I don't want what happened to Ken Anderson, Ken Riley to happen to Big Willie. Yep, that's a good one too. 13 for the soldiers that lost their lives in Afghanistan. Yep, you could put that on there too. Put 13 and have an American flag too for Riley and for the soldiers. Jeff, great idea. I'll have to see if my son didn't take my white Ken Anderson jersey so I can wear it. But yeah, hey, there you go. Yeah, absolutely. You got a Ken Anderson jersey. Absolutely wear that. That is definitely something to wear. I had one, but I was like 10. I'm a little bit bigger now than I was then. So it is not, it won't fit. Rabid. I think it'll be a shootout Sunday. See, that's the thing. The Vikings really aren't. Yes, they have a really good wide receiving core. It could be. I'll take that because our quarterback is better than theirs. Chris Houday just win. Dallas, Ohio State versus Oregon this weekend. Cool. You think Oregon's gonna beat Ohio State? Sam, Desmond Ridder is going off this season. Think about Dez, and I agree with you. If he can get his deep ball under control, he's a legit NFL quarterback. Somebody asked me at work yesterday or today. Yeah. Anyway, asked me if Desmond got drafted by the Squares, would I stop rooting for him? Like, yeah. I mean, I'd be happy for him if he's successful, but not really if it's against the Bengals. So, but there's some projections. I don't know. Everybody. It's completely ridiculous to project college players and where they're going to get drafted. Because right now, and what team? Because You have no idea what the draft order is. You have no idea how the players are going to actually play their last year, or what junior or sophomore or whatever is going to explode and jump past some of these guys. That's the silliest thing when people start doing that. But yeah, I will stop rooting for Desmond if he gets drafted by the Squealers. Sam, I definitely need to buy a Ken Riley or Ken Anderson jersey. It's time. Yeah, I want to buy one, but they ain't cheap. They're not cheap at all. Blackthorn. I was just going to say Willie as well. Yeah. So put Willie. Yeah, you're right. My bad. 71, not 77. My bad. 71. We're 71 as well. And get him in there. Yeah, 77. That was Witt. Oh, was that Witt? Who was 77? Might have been Witt. I don't remember. Anyway. So, what else we got here? Let's talk about the Reds. The Reds are taking on the Scrubs tonight at 7:40. They're tied again for the wild card with the Padres. What a pitching performance by Wade the Blade, Wiley Miley, the Incredible Hulk, whatever you want to call him. Wade Miley pitched his ass off and made sure the Reds won the game, because the way that game started out, Jonathan India, home run. Nick Castellanos, home run. I'm like, dude, the bats are back. We're going to crush these guys. And the bats stopped. And this is what's scaring me about the Reds right now. It's like our offense was so good all year. And one of my buddies at work goes, I didn't think Jesse Winker was that big of a deal to lose with the offense. Maybe it's Jesse Winker. A big thing is when Nick Castellanos went out, Joey Votto went off, had his best stretch, probably best 2 month stretch in like 5 years. Went off, carried the team. Now Nick's starting to come back around. Winker, I hope he gets back before the season's over. He might not. I don't know. We'll have to see what happens. But this offense has got to get going, because that is what has carried this ball club all year, this awesome, phenomenal offense. And this is the worst time for it to go south, because we're not, we've gotten spoiled. For them, they score 12, 14 runs. It's, that's what we expect. Right now, they're scoring 2, 3, 4, and this is where when you do that, you have to rely on your pitching more. And our pitching is not as good as it was last year. This is where we got to outscore them. So really need, and I'm not saying anything that's rocket science here, really need the offense to get going. Really need to. They need to step up and start taking off again. And I thought they were going to. A couple of days ago, they scored 14 runs. I know was it against the Cubs? No, who was that? I don't remember who it was. But I thought the offense was starting to kick back into gear. I'm like, okay, all right, good. We knew it was going to happen, and then it hasn't completely totally kicked back in yet. And we are playing some of the worst teams in baseball. We should have won the series against Detroit. We better win the series against the Scrubs. The Scrubs have nobody. They traded everybody away. Hell, they don't even have their manager. He's out for COVID stuff. You need to destroy the Scrubs right now. We have got I think the easiest path to get to the playoffs as far as our schedule goes. And we've blown it so far. Luckily, everybody else isn't playing that good either. So we got lucky in that case. The Reds need to get the offense going. And it's starting to scare. I don't say scare, but worry me, because I've been so up and down on this team this year because there were so many freaking games that the bullpen has blown. And right now we're losing games because we're not scoring. And that's been the thing that's kept us in this race all year is our offense. This is the worst time for our offense to go south. They need to pick it up. I hope it starts tonight. I really do. I hope it. I can't express myself any more than that. They've got to start hitting. Especially, I want them to start getting hot, because they get hot. They get all you need is a 2 month stretch of being hot, and you can win this whole freaking thing. We'll see what happens. Jeff, the Reds should get the last wild card. If you guys don't make the playoffs, I'll have a feeling your offense is going to make some noise. Oh, you have a feeling? I hope so. Our offense has got to make noise. They've got to. You agree with what I'm saying? They got that. That's what's kept us, or that's what's kept us in this lead. That's what's kept us in this race. Sorry, I'm going to grab it here. Coach needs to heat them boys up. I would love to see the Reds in the playoffs. Yeah. Need to pick the momentum back up. Exactly. That's where they're at. And that loss on not yesterday, or they won yesterday, the day before that, was kind of disheartening because there's a lot of mistakes that they made. And I thought yesterday was going to be a blowout. It wasn't. They won by, I think, one run. It was 5-4, I think, or 4-3. Somebody got to get it going. Jeff, you guys killed us, St. Louis, in the second game of the doubleheader. But that's what, you're right, Jeff. That's when I thought our offense was coming back. But then again, who has to beat the crap out of us this season? See, the Cardinals, dude, we have a hard time with the Tweety Birds. We do. They're a thorn in our side no matter where they're at. Brad says, Reds history, they always play down to their competition. Should have beat the Marlins too? Yep, you are correct. There's lots of teams here lately we should have won because our schedule is very, very easy. Crypt Keeper. Being a Reds fan is like dating. You always say something crazy, Crypt. It's like dating a stripper. It's hard sometimes watching them work. Oh my goodness, you kill me. Bring back the big red machine. We will never see a team like that again, Rabbit. I'm sorry. You said you worded that wrong. I think you worded it fine, Crip. All right, I want to bring this up. Now, if you guys don't follow the Bengals super fans on Twitter, and my Twitter is not wanting to work right now. The Bengals super fan is just spitting. They had this is on my Twitter timeline. They have a really cool video that you guys should check out. These girls are awesome. I met them when we went to the jungle to the hall, and they won't play. It's just sitting there spinning. There's Mixon and Chase and Higgins talking trash before we went after the practice today. That was awesome. But check out the Bengals Superfan. They copied me on it. They do so much fun stuff with their videos. These girls are very sweet, very funny, and their dad does a great job of putting the videos and editing it all together. The girls do a great job of acting. And look, hey, it takes a lot. It takes some guts to get in front of a camera and act silly and not really care what people think and try to, hopefully if you think it's funny, they think it's funny, or you think it's entertaining, you hope other people think it's entertaining. Go check them out. So if you're not checked out, just look up Bengals super fans. Put it up there again. Let's see here. Because they are, at that one. There you go. You can see. Hopefully I got that close enough so you can see they're at. But just look up Bengals super fans. Give them a follow. Give them some love because they work really hard at these videos and they're just very entertaining. I'm going to try to get them on the show sometime. But check them out. Reds are tonight, like I said, 7:40 against the Scrubs. I don't know I should have looked up who the starting pitcher is because I'm kind of curious about that myself right now. Let me see here real quick. Gutierrez is pitching tonight, and Mills is pitching for the Cubs. Hopefully, Goody pitches better than he did last time. Last time wasn't so hot. We get a good pitching performance from him, get the offense going, win the series. And then, Jeff, we're taking on your Tweety Birds. Starting Friday, so the Reds are off tomorrow. Fans up in Chicago go to St. Louis. Big series. Got to win. Got to get the offense going. What'd you say, Rabbit? Rabbit, I saw the Bengals posted a better together video with Vaughn and Jesse. I think they will sign Jesse soon. He's the face of. I don't know. They're going to sign him. I don't know if they're going to sign him before the season starts. I hope so. Like me and James were talking yesterday. If they tag him next year, they got to pay him top 5 money. Just paying it, because if they wait much longer, another safety goes past what Jamal Williams got, then Jesse's going to want that. Just go pay him what Jamal Williams got. I'm sorry, it's a lot of money. You go to a football team, go pay him. You go check him out after the show. Yeah, go check him out for sure. Bengals super fans. I'm pretty sure I'm the only Bengal fan in the state of Washington. Does that make me a super fan? Actually, if you're in the state of Washington, Dalton Signatures, he's a Bengals fan. You should follow him on Twitter. He's the one that does a lot. I share out a lot of his stuff on Twitter. He does a lot of the graphic designs and stuff. He's actually in Seattle, so you should check him out. I agree with you. Bengals report 18. Pay him, get it over with. Yep. Rabbit. Just don't see why they are waiting. It makes no sense. I'm with you, Rabbit. It does not make any sense to me. Hey, there you go. Dallas is in Washington. Hey, there you go. Got a couple more people in Washington. You're stationed there. Yeah. I know it's Dallas. Thank you for your service, brother. Please be safe out there, because all the craziness that's going on in the world. Jeff, haha. The only starter we have is Wainwright, which we kicked his ass last time. I'm sure you, well, I think you mean won't have any problems with us Cardinals. We are losers of 5 in a row. We always have problems with the Tweety Birds, man. We always do. I don't take anything for granted when it comes to the Tweety Birds. Rather, me and my family are here in Virginia. Bengals fans. So you're the only ones in Virginia. That's cool. Blackthorn says Dallas. Who day? So anyway, all right. I think I guess number one to video chat, which is fine. You don't have to video chat. We can just sit here and talk. That is cool with me. I will just roll on out of here. It's almost 6:30. But I'd like to thank the Facebook groups that let me live stream. And they are Who Dey Nation, Bengals Nation. Now we have a new name. It was Bengals Who Dey Nation. Now it's Who Dey Legion, or Cincinnati Bengals Who Dey Legion. I think you can just look up Who Dey Legion, and that's the name of their group now. They changed the name of it. So Who Dey Legion, Cincinnati Bengals of Jungle, Cincinnati Reds riding third, heading for home, Bearcat Country, number 7 in the country, baby. The Ohio State Bucknuts. And then you can do the Ice Bar. It's my show page. Check it out there. Silly memes, silly TikToks, build up to the bar, talk some trash, have some fun. I'll be pulling off the sound later on tonight, put it on the podcast. Do me a favor. Download it, like it, rate it, review it, give it a comment. It's blowing up. I'm getting a lot more downloads, a lot more comments. You can find it on Spotify, BeanPod, Apple Podcasts, iTunes, pretty much. I think it's on Stitcher, pretty much wherever you get your podcast. You can find it. To be honest, I don't know all the places it is on, but everywhere I look at different platforms that has podcasts, it's on there. So check it out. And then you follow me on all my social media platforms, all of them under Sports with Strawberry Ice on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter handles at Jeff A. Trennepohl. That's TRENNEPOHL. Then I'm on TikTok at Iceman90. YouTubers, my originals. I love it. I'm up to 1,354 subscribers. You guys are awesome. Like I've always said, if it wasn't for the very first person to subscribe to me, then I would not be able to continue to do this. And I have an absolute blast doing this. It's a lot of work sometimes to try to figure out what to talk about and to get guests on and stuff like that. But I enjoy talking to you guys in the chat. It is so much fun. Like I said, like Lance McAllister a couple months ago came on here and said I've created a virtual sports bar, which I never thought of it like that, but that's kind of what it is. We sit here, talk about the topics of the day, have some fun. Maybe you guys are sitting back, chilling, drinking a beer. I'll be doing that here in a little bit. But I enjoy the conversation and enjoy talking to you guys. And other than that, as my boy, Jeremy Dimebag D's Nuts, who will, I promise, be back on the show sometime soon. always says, remember one thing and one thing only, and that is you don't live in Cleveland, you live in Cincinnati, so act like it. Go Reds, let's beat the Scrubs. And that's just sports, baby. See ya!
Let's go. Stripes, 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 yeah. Stripes, 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 yeah. Stripes, 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 yeah. Orange in the day, black in the night. Stripes in our veins, sparks gonna fly. The beast is awake, orange, black and white. Cause when the jungle come alive, who day we ignite in stripes. Cincinnati, we gon' rise in the jungle, we unite in drippin' orange and black and white. Who day when we fight, live and die in these stripes. Wake up the beast, every day is a feast. Time to bust it off the leash. In the jungle, drippin' heat. Tigers strike the city streets. East side, stand up. West side, stand up. If you reppin', who day? Time to put your hands up. Bengals stripes, we in it. New day, new age, yeah, we get it. Cincinnati, jungle fitted. Who they in our house, we win it. Orange and black and white, we build it. Earn our stripes, you know we kill it. Bleed our colors, jungle drippin'. Nasty, natty, yeah, we live it. Lit the crowd, get the city loud. Yeah, we feastin' now. Fit the pounce, make the city howl. Now we beastin' now. Thunder through the tunnel, from the sideline to the huddle. Stripes we tatted on the jungle when we flex that who they muscle on them. Stripes, Cincinnati, we gon' rise in the jungle, we unite in drippin' orange and black and white. All day when we fight, live and die in these stripes. Stripes. Now who gotta move like it on? Stripes. Now who wanna move crossing on? Stripes. Now who wanna move on? If you got stripes, then you let the city know you rock 'em. Yeah, we got 'em. Yeah, we fought 'em. Like that black and orange Apollo. Bingo bottle, never stop it. To the beast of beast and know who they rockin' with the diamond stripes. Flossin' on the ring. Cincinnati, she's our queen. We gon' show the world